doesn't it? It means other things exist, doesn't it? Beyond. It says, Adam, leave your list, doesn't it? Father, why does my head feel this joy and this dread since the moment I've said beyond? I've got an itching on the tips of my fingers. I've got a boiling in the back of my brain. I've got a hunger burning inside me. It cannot be denied. I've got a feeling that the Father who made us, when he was kindling a pulse in my vein, he left a tiny spark of that fire smoldering inside. The spark of creation flickering within me. The spark of creation is blazing in my blood. A bit of the fire that lit up the stars and breathed life into the mud. The first inspiration of the spark of creation. I see a mountain and I want to climb it. I see a river and I want to leave shore. Where there is nothing, let there be something, something made by me. There are worlds waiting for me to invent them. There are worlds waiting for me to explore. I am the echo of the eternal cry of let there be the spark of creation burning bright within me. The spark of creation won't let me rest at all until I discover or build or uncover a thing that I can call my celebration of the spark of creation. The spark of creation, may it burn forever. The spark of creation, I'm the keeper of the flame. We think all we want is a lifetime of leisure, each perfect day the same, an endless vacation. Well, that's alright if you're a kind of crustacean, but when you're born with an imagination, sooner or later you're feeling the fire getting hotter and higher. The spark of creation.
Excuse me.
Oh, who said that?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you, but I couldn't resist listening to all your questions.
Snakes don't talk.
Special snakes do.
They do?
Snakes ask questions too. Shall I ask you some?
Oh, yes. I mean, yes.
What happens to the sun after it sets?
What happens to the sun?
What happens to the sun?
What happens to the sun after it sets?
What happens to the
What
sun
happens to
after
the
it
sun
sets?
after it sets?
I don't know what.
Where does music go after you've listened to it?
Where does music go?
Where does music go after you've
Where does
listened to it?
music
Where
go?
does music go after you've listened to it?
Where?
What becomes of dreams when you're no longer asleep?
What becomes of
What becomes of
dreams?
dreams when you're no longer asleep?
Oh, you do ask the most delicious questions.
Thanks.
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 Do you know the answers?
Oh, you're not just interested in questions. You're interested in answers too. My, you are ambitious. I've been watching you for a while now, my pretty little miss. And I have to tell you this, you make me want to hiss. Your aimless curiosity is fastly coming tiresome. Knowledge, dear, is power, and it's high time you acquired some.
Dum.
Lesson 143. Repeat it after me. I'm in pursuit of excellence. Excellence is what I wish. Once I was a backless dreamer. Now no being is supremer. Why waste time? Wallowing in ignorance. Why be just a big fat fish in a tiny little pond? Look beyond, and if the quickest route is a taste of forbidden fruit, what the hey, it's all in pursuit of excellence. For some sophisticating,
There's no sin to be scintillating. Let's ask questions again. If God made all of this, who made God?
Oh, I don't know.
What lies beyond the garden?
Oh, I don't know.
If two cranes left Eden at the same time, and one of them was traveling 7 times the speed of the other, how long would it take for...
Stop! Tell me how to find the answers.
Are you sure you want to know?
Yes.
Then just try one of these.
Oh, no, I can't.
Why not?
We promised.
Really? You promised not to do something that would make you smarter? Why? Who would insist on such a promise?
I don't know.
so don't be such a stiff. Just take a sniff. Really, what's the diff? If a couple fibs are spoken, a couple vows are broken, that's the price, I guess. No gain, no gain. You'll be swiftly overtaken by some ambitious snake unless you progress. Learn to dress for success.
Yes!
In pursuit of excellence, winners dare to take the risk, while the losers discuss. That's why the losers pass the test. When you're tested, be the best, not the bested. Let all the nervous wrecks stay too tight and to stick out their necks. They're not in pursuit of excellence like us, like us, like us.
Bye-bye.
And the woman